Here's the finished render. I will adjust some of the lights in the light mix. Let's make the image a little bit brighter by increasing the exposure. I will increase the highlight compression value to 2 to flatten the image a bit. Next, I will add the filming layer and increase the value of the rich shadows. I will make the image a bit warmer by increasing the white balance value. Let's save the images and open them in Photoshop. Here I have the wireframe render element and 2 masks. Let's group them together. Below I have the same image duplicated. The top one is with alpha channel as the mask, so the sky is transparent. Let's add levels in between to control just the sky. Let's make it a bit darker. I will add the vignetting effect using the same method as usual. Here is the before and after. I will add the hue and saturation adjustment layer. Switch the colors to blue and desaturate it completely. Do the same with cyans. Now we completely have removed the blue and cyan colors. I will of course lower the opacity to about 50. So we decrease the blue and cyan colors by 50%. I will add another hue and saturation adjustment. This time I will adjust the yellows. This will mostly affect the greenery and lighting. Adjust the greenery and don't worry about the lighting. We'll paint it out from the mask layer. Use the black brush and paint out the lighting. Keep the effect only on greenery. Let's adjust the opacity. I will add the selective color adjustment and adjust the yellows and greens even more. Next, I will add a photo filter to make the interior lights a bit warmer. Invert the mask to black and paint over the windows with the white brush. Next, let's go to the masks. I will show you how to select the channels. Go to the Channels tab. To select red, just click with Ctrl key on the red channel. Here it is. I will remove the other elements and keep just the house. I will make the brick on the house brighter using curves. Next, let's select metal elements. I will unselect everything except the sides of the roof. I think they're way too bright. I will make them darker using levels. That's too much. So I will decrease the opacity. Now I think it looks better. The reflections were way too bright before. Next, I will add a lot from lens distortions. I will decrease the opacity so the effect is not too strong. I will darken the bottom right corner of the image. Let's use a similar method as in the kitchen shot with the use of levels. Add the mask using the gradient tool. I have to invert it. I will do it again. Let's adjust the gradient. Great, then let's select the curve and make it darker. I will also make this brick and the pavement a little bit darker. Let's group these adjustments into one layer. I think it helps with the composition as well. Awesome. Next, let's add the Z-depth render element. I will adjust it using levels adjustment. I want to have the building white, so it's not selected. I want to have the depth in the background. Something like this. Select it. I will create a solid color. Of course, we have to invert the mask. You can see it works as I wanted. Let's move it so it works only on this image with masks, so it doesn't work on sky. And then, let's pick the color from the sky. This color works well. Let's lower the opacity so the effect is very subtle. I will duplicate this color. This time, I want it to work on the whole image, including the sky. Adjust the opacity. Here's the before and after. I will desaturate the image so you can see this effect better. I will adjust the Z-depth pass so we have more depth. Select it again and use it as a contrast mask. I will remove the contrast from the background. Again, I will do it so it doesn't affect the sky, as I want to keep some details on the clouds. And that's it. I'm happy with the result.